everybody, and welcome to my channel, Everyday with Jackie. If this is your first time here, welcome. Please consider subscribing to the channel and ringing the notification bell so you're aware each and every time that I upload a video. And for those of you that are returning to my channel, it's good to see you as always. Welcome to another video. In today's video, I am doing a slight itty bitty mini haul. So if you're interested in seeing the products that I picked up, you'll have to keep watching. Okay, now some of the products that I am going to talk about, I have already used. You probably have already seen my review on the products, but it is still part of my haul. So I just wanted to bring you a collective haul, everything that I purchased together. So the products that I've already used and I've already done a review on, I'm not gonna spend too much time on. So let's just go ahead and get started. The first thing that I do want to talk about is this Huda Beauty Stick Foundation. I no longer have the box for it, but I think it's called the Huda Beauty Full Filter Stick Foundation. And I have mine in Mocha 500G. And again, I do have a wear test and everything on this product. And this is a great foundation. I really liked it a lot. And this is just a foundation that I am going to reach for over and over again because this really did me well. Check out the video. I will have it linked above in the cards, but this was a good foundation. And also in conjunction with purchasing the foundation, I did pick up the Huda Beauty Water Jelly Hydrating Primer. And again, I wore this in conjunction with the foundation stick. And just check out the video. But I picked this up, and I picked both of these products up on the Huda Beauty website. And I did get a discount on them. And they are now in Sephora. So if you're interested in picking these products up, again, check out my review on them. And you can find them either on the Huda Beauty site or at Sephora. Next up that I want to talk about is I ordered a Trend Mood box, and I have a dedicated video on that unboxing. And the products that I got in the Trend Mood box were all e.l.f. products, and I was so happy to have those products because I wanted to purchase some skincare products from e.l.f. But when I went onto the site, it was just so overwhelming. They have so much on there. And then when I found out that Trend Mood was doing a dedicated box with e.l.f., I thought that was the perfect time for me to test out some of the products. So I did an unboxing as well as a try on of the products. So check out that video. I'll have that linked above as well. But the items that I picked up are the e.l.f. Keep Your Balance Toner. That was part of the box for Trend Mood. I also have the e.l.f. Holy Hydration Daily Cleanser, and this has hyaluronic acid and ceramides. I also have the e.l.f. Holy Hydration Makeup Melting Cleansing Balm, and this also has hyaluronic acids, ceramides, and peptides. And like I said, after I unboxed the box, I used all these products on my face. So I really am loving these. I also have e.l.f. the Holy Hydration Face Cream with hyaluronic acid and peptide complex. And this is the face cream. And then the last product is the e.l.f. Hydrating Booster Drops. Now it said that you can use this alone or mixed in with your foundation. So I've just used this alone, kind of like a serum at night. So I haven't mixed it with my foundation as of yet, but I am willing to do that and to try that as well. Now in the unboxing, I mentioned that I didn't have very many products from e.l.f. I think I said I only had the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer and the e.l.f. Pore Primer. So I did want to make a correction. Oh, and I also said that I had some makeup brushes. So, of course, as soon as the video was over, found all kinds of stuff from e.l.f. So, one product I can't believe I forgot about, and that is my e.l.f. Brow Wow. So this isn't new, but I wanted to let you know I do want to make a correction. And I also had the e.l.f. Hydrating Primer Mist. So I just wanted to clarify that because apparently I had more products from e.l.f. than I realized. So next up, I do want to talk about some products that you have seen, and I'll have the videos linked above. But I also picked up from ColourPop. They had the Dark Blooms and the Dark Blooms palettes, and I picked up the Baroque palette. And I actually did 2 videos with this palette and then gave my final review of it. So the palette does not come with a mirror. And this is what the palette looks like. I'm not going to swatch this palette because, like I said, I swatched it in the very first video when I used it, and then I did another video on it. So this is, I just wanted to show you, this is what the palette looks like. This palette is still available on the ColourPop site if you're interested in it. But I would say that these shades were hard for me to use because I typically don't gravitate towards shades like these. But I did want to, you know, kind of get out of my box and try something differently. So I did pick up this palette, and the name, the Dark Blooms palette, fits this very well because these are dark shades. I mean, you have your grays that are kind of a lighter shade, but this is just a dark palette. Don't expect to get a really light, cheery look with it. It's a dark palette, but I do like it, but this was hard for me to use. And there's fallout, there's glitter, but I still say it is a very nice palette, and I'm glad that I did add it to my collection. And again, that I stepped outside of my box and just tried to mix it up a little bit and choose something different than what I normally gravitate towards. And with this palette, I also picked up the blush, which was very surprising. The blush is in the shade Vogue, and this is what it looks like on the front. The blush does come with a mirror, and as I mentioned, I wish the palette did as well. And this is the shade. I do have the blush on today, but I was saying in the video that I was really surprised because I thought that this blush wasn't going to show up on my skin tone. But as you can see, it does show up very nicely. And I don't have a shade this tone. So I was happy that this is what came with the, because I brought the whole package, the whole Baroque package, which came with the palette, the blush, and 2 lip gloss and a lipstick, liquid lipstick. So I was glad that, I think this was actually the darkest shade for the blush, and I was hoping I would get this shade, but then I was, you know, a little hesitant thinking that it wasn't going to show up. But it did show up, and I have reached for this blush over and over again, you guys. I really like it. And these are the 2 lipsticks that I was saying. This is the lip gloss, and this does have a little bit of gold reflex in it. It's a pinky lip gloss, but it is very pretty. I've heard a lot about the Luxe lipsticks or lip glosses, and I've heard that they're really sticky. People don't like the formula, but I liked it. I didn't find that it was too sticky on my lips, so I really liked it, and I'm not opposed to picking up more products from the Luxe brand. And then I picked up this one. This is just the ColourPop Luxe Velvet lipstick, and this is in Fatal, and the other one is in Panache. Keep wanting to say Panache. This is Panache for the lipstick, I mean for the lip gloss, and the lipstick is Fatal. So both of these were winners. I like both of these a lot, so I'm glad that I have this in my collection. And I keep saying that I would definitely pick up more, but you guys, I'm not going to pick up any more lipsticks anytime soon because I am running over, and with the current state of things where we're having to wear masks, I'm not getting as much use out of my lipsticks. So sometimes I'll just come home from work, nowhere to go, and just put a lip color on just to be able to use a lipstick. I'm so happy I'm filming today because I got another chance to put a lipstick on, but I really just need to really pump my brakes on the lipsticks, the liquid lipsticks, because they are not getting much play right now. Speaking of lipsticks, I know somebody will probably ask, and what I have on my lips right now is not new, but it is the Morphe liquid lipstick. And this is the shade Bloodshot. And I picked this up from Ulta. So just in case you're wondering what I'm wearing on my lips, it's by Morphe. Now the rest of my products are brand spanking new. You haven't seen them, so I'm happy to show you. You guys, I did not shop at the Sephora sale. Did not. Can you believe it? Did not. And even when the Sephora sale ended, because I am VIB, so I got 15% off. And when the sale ended, I guess Sephora was shocked too. And they sent me an email, I think that Thursday or Friday, offering me my 15% discount again. And it said it was from Thursday or Friday all the way until today, which today is Monday. And I started putting things in my shopping cart because I still have a second chance. But honestly, I still have not shopped because there's nothing that really I felt like I really wanted. You know, I did that fantasy shopping cart and I started to put some of those items because I had saved them to my loves list. And I started to put some of those items in my cart, but I was just like, I just did not feel the pull that I needed to shop for anything. Not at Sephora. Now, I did pick up some things here and there, but I just really did not feel like I really wanted to shop at Sephora. Like I had to have something from Sephora. So this is it. This was rare. This was new, but I did not shop. But at Sephora, that is. But I did see some things that I did pick up, and just like I said, this is just a little mini haul. I did see that a couple of my palettes, I have 2 palettes that I wanted to show you, and I picked these up because these are brands that, one, I have never tried, and another one, I have never tried a palette from them. So I had been hearing great things about both of these brands. And again, just like with the Baroque palette, stepping out of my comfort zone, wanted to try something different, something new, something that I hadn't added to my collection before. So that's why I wanted to pick up these 2 things. So the first thing I have is the palette by Sydney Grace. Never purchased anything from Sydney Grace in my life. And this time I'm positive. Never picked up anything from Sydney Grace. So I picked up the Chase Your Dreams palette, and let me see if I can get this open. First of all, it comes in this beautiful sleeve. Isn't that pretty? Now it has all this texture on it, but you don't really feel it. It's just laminated on there, so you don't really feel it. And then on the back, it just tells you the ingredients, and then here's the Sydney Grace logo. And this palette is called Chase Your Dreams. And this palette does come with a mirror and a little clear sheet. So again, it has the mirror right here. And this is what the palette looks like. And I thought it was so pretty. And like I said, I have been wanting to try the Sydney Grace formula for a long time. I keep hearing everyone say that it's such a good formula. So this was a palette that, you know, I was attracted to, so this is the one that I picked up. And I think that I'll go ahead and do some swatches of the palette. This palette does come with the names on the palette, so I'll go ahead and do some swatches. So when I do get ready to do an eye look, I won't be doing any swatches, but they'll be in this video. So the first shade, just to make it go faster, I'll do the first row. So this is called The Dream, Aspire, and Be Bold. Okay, The Dream, Aspire, Be Bold. Very pretty. And just so I'll be prepared, I do have my little wipes here. Next up, we're gonna swatch the Chase, You Can, and Don't Quit. Okay, again, we have the Chase, You Can, and Don't Quit. And the last row, we have the Drive, Your Best, and Enjoy the Journey. Okay, and here are the swatches. Again, this is the Drive, Your Best, and Enjoy the Journey. So this is what the palette looks like. And again, this palette is called Chase Your Dreams. Very nice name on the palette as well as the shades. Okay, I'm gonna wipe these off, and then this next palette is a humdinger to swatch because there's so many shades. It's another palette that I have not. I've tried just a few things from the brand, but not in the way of palettes, and really not in the way of many items from the brand, period. It's been a long time. Okay, so I have one more palette. But before I jump into the last palette, I do want to talk about, I almost forgot, I have a hair product that I want to talk about. And I picked this up from Ulta as well as the palette. I picked these up at the same time. So the product I want to talk about is from Pattern. And I think Tracy Ellis is the face of Pattern, or she helped, or this is her product line. And this is a hydrating mist. It says revive and replenish. And I have for the longest wanted to try something from this brand. So I was happy to have it. This is 3 fluid ounces. So it's a pretty good size just to try out. And it says it's great for curlies, coilies, and tight texture, which is what I have, a very tight texture. And it says, when your curls need a boost of moisture, nectar of the gods, our hydrating mist refreshes and reactivates curls while protecting hair from environmental stressors, quench thirsty curls with essential nutrients and additional moisture between wash days. Keep your texture juicy and joyful. So that's why I got it, because I did my hair Wednesday, and I was saying today that I think it's already starting to look a little dry. I did something different this time. I did the Bantu knots. I couldn't think. I did the Bantu knots this time. It was just so much faster. I was able to take big chunks of hair, whereas if I just twist it, I have to take small sections because my hair is so thick and it won't stay twisted. It just puffs back out. So I was able to take the Bantu knots and do that. But when you Bantu your hair, the more your hair dries, the tighter those knots get, and they're hard to sleep in. But I pushed through. So like I was mentioning, I am happy to have this because I was thinking that my hair was starting to look a little dry. So I'm going to spritz this on my hair in the morning and just see how I like this product. I was going to do it now, but I'll just wait until the morning, and I can follow up with you in this video as to how I like this, but I'm anxious to try it. I didn't want to open it or use it until I brought it to you in this video. So I will report back how I like this product, but I am excited to try this. Okay, so my last product for this mini itsy bitsy haul is another palette. Like I said, I don't have any palettes from this brand. Barely have I ever bought any products from this brand, but I kept looking at this palette on Ulta, and I would put it in my cart. I would take it out of my cart, put it in my cart, and then take it back out. So I don't know. I just wanted to really try it. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to swatch. This is a fairly big palette, but I am going to swatch it for you so you can see, you know, the shades and everything. And this might be something that you might want to pick up. So, you know, after the swatches, if you feel so led, you can grab it from Ulta, and I'll tell you about the sale that I got it on and everything. Okay, so the palette, I've kept you waiting long enough. So the palette that I am talking about is this palette by BH Cosmetics. Such cute packaging. This is the Naughty palette. You know, Santa's checking this list, trying to see if you've been naughty or nice. So this is the Ho Holidays Naughty palette. There's 30 shadows in this palette, and I'm excited to use it. I do like the packaging on the palette. You know, with the little sweater that's really reminiscent of Christmas time. And the story with this palette is, in my fall favorites lifestyle edition, I was telling you guys about the candles that I had picked up from Ulta. Well, one of them was for a friend of mine at work who purchased a house, and she's going to be retiring and moving. Well, I had made her candle a gift. I got the gift bag, filled out the little card and everything online. And when I received my package, it had the gift bag in there, but it didn't have the personalized card that I filled out for her gift. And so I contacted Ulta, and the representative that I spoke with, she gave me a $10 e-voucher to use at Ulta. And I was like, well, heck, the card was really free. But I was upset because they didn't send it, because this was a gift. But she gave me $10, and honey, I wasn't mad at it. So I put $10, because I think this palette was $29. So I put $10 towards this palette, and then I had $9 in Ulta dollars. I guess that's what it's called. So I put $6 more towards the palette. So I really got this for a good price. And like I had just been putting this palette in my cart, taking it out, not sure if I really wanted it, but the palette, again, this palette doesn't come with the mirror, but it just says Naughty all the way across. And this is what the palette looks like. I am so excited to have this palette. And you guys, this is the shadow right here. It's called Mistletoe. This is the shadow that I just kept looking at, saying, oh, I want that palette. I want that palette because of this shade right here. I don't know how I'm going to swatch all these shades, but I'm going to try to swatch so you can see everything that's in the palette. And then we're going to end this video because I don't want it to be super, super long. So like I said, there are 30 shades in here, you guys. So, and they're so pretty. So let's just go ahead and swatch. Let's see. This first shadow right here is called Snow Day. Next one is called Cheers. Next is Mold. The next one is called Jingle Bells. This real sparkly one. And then we have Yuletide. So I'll go ahead and swatch these real quick for you. Oh my gosh. Snow Day is the silkiest. Oh, that feels so nice. I keep hearing people say nothing but good things about the BH Cosmetics formula. And, they're saying, I don't know if it's changed. They must be doing something differently. And BH really wasn't on my radar until I had talked to Lynette on Instagram, and she was mentioning something about one of the palettes. And I tried to talk her out of it. I think I did. But then I started looking at BH Cosmetics. So these are the shades. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. Snow Day. And then this is, again, Cheers, Mold, Jingle Bells, and Yuletide. Okay, right here we have Hot Cocoa, Meringue, Secret Santa, Rudolph, and Candy Cane. Here are the swatches. We have Hot Cocoa, Meringue, Secret Santa, Rudolph, and Candy Cane. And you guys know, I'm not the best at swatching, so just take it with a grain of salt. Next up, we have Decked Out. This one right here. And then we have Nutcracker. We have Ornaments, Santa Baby, and Sugar Plum. Okay, again, we have Decked Out, Nutcracker, Ornament, Santa Baby, and Sugar Plum. Wipe this off. In our next row, we have Candied Fruit, Ho Ho Ho, Coal, Very Merry, and Balsam. Okay, so this one is Candied Fruit, Ho Ho Ho, Coal, Very Merry, and Balsam. Here are these shades right here. And again, Candied Fruit, Ho Ho Ho, Coal, Very Merry, and Balsam. I'm going to try to see if I can get I don't know if I just, let me swatch this one down here because I don't know if I'm swatching it in a bad place. I mean, I can see it really well, but it doesn't look like you guys can see it when I'm showing it to you. Is that better? And that's Candied Fruit. So next up I have Spicy, Misbehave, Mistletoe, the green that I told you guys I was so excited to have, Rum, and Frosting. So we have Spicy, Misbehave, Mistletoe, Rum. That rum is gorgeous. And Frosting. Okay, so I wasn't recording that last row, but I still have the swatches. So let's just go over that one more time. We have Greeting, Panettone, Spiked Cider, Chestnuts, and Brick. And this is what the swatches, well, let me show you the row. This is the row right here. And this is what the swatches look like. This is Greeting, Panettone, or Panettone, Spiked Cider, Chestnuts, and Brick. Now, I was mentioning when I thought I was recording that this shade right here, Chestnuts, is the only shade in the palette that felt kind of scratchy when I swatched it. It does have a lot of glitter in it, but it is very pretty. So you guys, let me just show you the palette overall one more time. And I would say that the way I'm holding the palette now is a true representation of all the shades. This is this is what it looks like in real life. And they're just pretty. They're so vibrant. And all of them, for the most part, felt really silky smooth. We did have, like I said, the chestnuts felt a little scratchy, but it does show up nicely on the skin. It's very pretty. I cannot wait to try these shadows. I do have my videos planned out for this week, but I should be able to create a look with this palette next week. So I'm looking forward to doing so. And this is it, you guys. These are all the items that I have picked up along the way. Nothing from Sephora, but a couple of items from Ulta and elsewhere. So just so I'm not holding you here forever, this does complete today's video or tonight's video. So if you do like these types of videos, please consider subscribing to my channel, giving this video a thumbs up, and ringing the notification bell so you're aware each and every time that I upload a video. And share the channel because you know I don't mind. And lastly, please know that you are always welcomed and wanted here on my channel. And with that said, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, everybody, and have a wonderful evening. Bye.